Ladies and gentlemen, I want to talk to you today about something that is more powerful than you could ever imagine, the power of positive thinking. Now, before you roll your eyes or think this is just another feel-good speech, hear me out. I'm not talking about some fairy tale idea that everything will magically fall into place. No, I'm talking about a mindset, a way of thinking that can change the course of your entire life. Let me ask you a question. How many times have you found yourself in a tough situation, feeling like the walls are closing in, and all you can think is, why me? Now, I'm not saying it's easy, but that right there, right in that moment, is when you get to choose. You have a choice. You can either sit there and let the negativity swallow you whole, or you can stand up and decide, I'm going to turn this around. The power of positive thinking is not just about wearing a smile or chanting mantras. No. It's about looking at life with all its ups and downs and choosing to focus on what's good, what you can learn and what you can grow from. I'm talking about the ability to see beyond the obstacle and visualize the victory that's waiting for you. It's knowing deep down that no matter how many times you fall, you will get back up. Now, I know life can hit you hard. I've been there, and I know some of you have too. But guess what? The most successful people, the ones who seem like they've got everything figured out, they weren't always that way. They've had their struggles. They've had their setbacks. But the key difference, they didn't let those setbacks define them. They chose to think positively. They chose to believe that something better was coming. And guess what? It did. The truth is, you become what you think about. If all you focus on is the negative, if all you see is failure, guess what? That's exactly what you're going to attract into your life. But if you start shifting your focus, if you start seeing possibilities, opportunities, and hope in every situation, you will begin to attract those things into your life. It's like the law of attraction. What you think about, you bring about. Let's be real for a second. You're not going to wake up every day with a perfect attitude. You're not going to wake up every day feeling like $1,000,000. But here's the thing. You get to choose. You can wake up and choose how you're going to face the day. You can decide to start with gratitude, start with intention, and start with a belief that today is going to be better than yesterday. And let me tell you something else. The people around you, they're watching. They're taking notes. When you choose to think positively, to keep that attitude no matter what, people will notice. You'll inspire them. And before you know it, you'll be surrounded by more positive energy than you ever thought possible. So in closing, I want you to remember this. Your mind is powerful. It can either work for you or against you. The choice is yours. You've got the power to think yourself into success, to think yourself out of tough situations, and to think your way into a brighter, better future. Now go out there and show the world the power of positive thinking. Your mindset shapes your reality. This simple but profound statement holds the power to change the way we approach life and how we experience the world around us. It all begins in the mind. How you perceive yourself, others, and the world around you directly influences the life you live. The way you think has a direct impact on the way you act, the decisions you make, and the opportunities you create or miss. When we say that your mindset shapes your reality, we're talking about the fact that your thoughts are like the lens through which you view the world. If you look through a lens that is clouded by negativity, self-doubt, and fear, then your world will be colored with those same emotions. You'll see obstacles, problems, and setbacks. You'll focus on what isn't working, what's wrong, and why things can't change. And when you do that, you unknowingly reinforce those negative beliefs. You begin to live out the reality your mind has created for you. On the other hand, if you choose to shift your mindset, if you consciously decide to look at things from a positive, empowering perspective, then your reality will start to change too. This doesn't mean ignoring the challenges or pretending that everything is perfect when it's not. It means training your mind to focus on the opportunities, solutions, and possibilities that exist even when things are tough. It means shifting your focus from the problem to the potential, and it means believing that you can handle whatever comes your way with the right attitude. Your mindset determines how you interpret the events in your life. Two people can experience the exact same situation, yet their reactions and perspectives can be completely different. One person might see a failure as the end of the road, while another sees it as a stepping stone to success. The first person may feel defeated, believing that they're not capable or that life is working against them. The second person may feel motivated, using the experience to learn and grow, knowing that every failure is just another lesson on the way to success. The only difference between these two people is the way they've chosen to think about the situation. Think about a time in your life when things didn't go as planned. Did you immediately spiral into self-doubt and negativity, thinking that you couldn't succeed? Or did you take a moment to reflect, to learn from the experience, and to use it as fuel to move forward? That initial thought process, the one you have when things go wrong, shapes the rest of your journey. If you dwell on the negative, you'll begin to attract more negativity into your life. But if you stay focused on the bigger picture, on your potential, and on the lessons to be learned, you'll find yourself moving forward with a sense of purpose and strength. Your mindset also impacts your behavior. The way you think influences the actions you take or don't take. If you believe that you are capable and worthy of success, you're more likely to put in the effort, take risks, and pursue your goals with determination. You'll have the confidence to take action, even when the outcome is uncertain, because you believe in your ability to figure things out along the way. On the other hand, if you have a mindset of fear or self-doubt, you may hesitate to take any action at all. You may avoid risks and opportunities, thinking that you're not good enough or that things will never work out. This hesitation, this fear of failure, can hold you back from reaching your true potential. It's important to realize that your mindset is a choice. Every day you have the opportunity to choose how you want to think. You can choose to see the glass as half full or half empty. You can choose to focus on what you can control or what you can't. You can choose to believe that you have the power to shape your destiny or that you are at the mercy of circumstances. The power lies within you to decide how you will perceive and react to the world. One of the keys to developing a positive mindset is self-awareness. The first step in changing your mindset is to recognize the negative thought patterns that may be holding you back. Are you constantly telling yourself that you're not good enough? Are you quick to assume that things will go wrong before they even have a chance to unfold? Do you find yourself focusing on what you don't have rather than what you do? These are all examples of limiting beliefs, thoughts that constrain your potential and keep you stuck. Once you become aware of these limiting beliefs, you can begin to challenge them. You can replace them with more empowering thoughts. Instead of thinking, I can't do this, try thinking, I may not know how to do this yet, but I am capable of learning. Instead of thinking, this is too hard, try thinking, this may be challenging, but I can find a way through. The more you practice shifting your thoughts, the more natural it will become. Over time, your mindset will evolve into one that is more positive, resilient, and focused on growth. Your mindset is also influenced by the people you surround yourself with. The energy and attitudes of the people in your life can either lift you up or bring you down. If you're constantly surrounded by people who are negative, who focus on what's wrong with the world and what can't be done, then it will be harder for you to maintain a positive mindset. On the other hand, if you surround yourself with people who encourage you, who see the best in you, and who believe in your potential, then you'll be more likely to adopt a positive mindset yourself. It's not always easy to change your mindset, especially when life throws curveballs your way. But the good news is that it's entirely possible. You don't have to be born with a positive mindset. You can cultivate it over time. It's a skill, a habit that you can develop through conscious effort and practice. The more you work on shifting your mindset, the more you'll start to see the positive changes in your life. You'll begin to attract new opportunities, new relationships, and new experiences that align with your empowered way of thinking. Your mindset shapes your reality because it shapes the way you approach life. It determines the choices you make, the actions you take, and the way you interact with the world. If you want to change your life, you must start by changing your mind. You must choose to see the possibilities, to believe in your own potential, and to act from a place of confidence and optimism. When you do that, you'll begin to see that the reality you've always dreamed of is not as far away as it might seem. It's all within your reach, and it starts with the way you think. Choose positivity in the face of adversity. Life is unpredictable. Sometimes it feels like the challenges keep piling up, and it's easy to get lost in the frustration, the confusion, and the fear of what's coming next. It's during these times when everything feels like it's falling apart that the power of positivity becomes more important than ever. Choosing positivity in the face of adversity is not about pretending that life is perfect, ignoring the pain, or minimizing the struggle. It's about maintaining a mindset that helps you stay grounded and focused on the bigger picture, even when everything around you is chaotic. Adversity is something we all face at some point in life, whether it's a personal loss, financial hardship, career setbacks, health challenges, or relationship struggles. There's no way to avoid difficulty, and no one is exempt. But what separates those who emerge stronger from those who get stuck in the struggle is how they choose to approach these tough times. When adversity strikes, you can choose to succumb to the weight of it, or you can choose to face it with a positive attitude, knowing that it's just a part of your journey. The key here is not letting the challenges you face define you. The difficulties in life may shape your experiences, but they do not have to shape your identity. How you respond to those challenges says more about who you are than the obstacles themselves. It's all too easy to get bogged down in negativity, especially when things feel out of control. When you feel defeated or hopeless, it's natural to question yourself and wonder if you'll ever find a way out. But choosing positivity is about flipping that narrative. It's about choosing to see the situation not as a roadblock, but as an opportunity to learn, grow, and evolve. When you embrace positivity in difficult times, you empower yourself to move forward rather than stay stuck. One of the reasons people struggle in the face of adversity is because they get fixated on the problem itself. They can't see beyond the immediate difficulty, and all their thoughts are consumed by worry, fear, and self-doubt. This negative thinking often leads to paralysis. People stay stuck, unable to take action because they are overwhelmed by the magnitude of the issue. But positivity changes the lens through which you view these challenges. It allows you to separate yourself from the situation and gives you the space to think more clearly and rationally. Instead of focusing solely on what's wrong, you start to focus on what you can control. Positivity helps you find solutions instead of dwelling on problems. In the face of adversity, it's important to remember that the power to change your situation is often found in your mindset. You may not be able to control the external circumstances. Those are often out of your hands. But you do have control over how you choose to react. In any given moment, you can choose to be consumed by fear, or you can choose to rise above it with a positive outlook. It's about acknowledging the difficulty, but refusing to let it dictate your future. With a positive outlook, it's about acknowledging the difficulty, but refusing to let it dictate your future. Yes, things may be hard right now, but that doesn't mean they will always be this way. Positivity in adversity allows you to believe that a better tomorrow is possible, and that belief is what will drive you forward. Choosing positivity doesn't mean you're denying the reality of the situation. It doesn't mean pretending to be happy when you're not, or ignoring your feelings of sadness, anger, or frustration. You're allowed to feel those emotions. They're valid. What positivity does is help you process those emotions without letting them consume you. It helps you to not stay in a place of victimhood, but to embrace your power. When you choose to see adversity as something that you can overcome, you take your power back. Instead of thinking, this is happening to me, you begin to think, this is happening for me. And that shift in perspective is everything. A positive mindset doesn't happen overnight. It's something you must actively work on, especially when times are tough. It takes practice, patience, and persistence. The first step is recognizing the negative thought patterns you might be defaulting to when adversity hits. Are you quick to think that things will never get better? Do you immediately assume that you won't be able to handle the situation? Identifying those patterns is crucial because they will tell you what you need to work on. Once you recognize these limiting thoughts, you can consciously choose to replace them with positive, empowering ones. For example, if you find yourself thinking, I can't do this, this is too much for me, replace that thought with, this is challenging, but I am capable of figuring it out. Or if you think, this situation is unfair, why is this happening to me? Replace it with, I don't have control over everything, but I do have control over how I respond to it. This shift in thinking helps you take the first step in the right direction. Instead of feeling overwhelmed by the adversity, you begin to feel empowered by the belief that you have the ability to overcome whatever comes your way. One of the most powerful things about choosing positivity during difficult times is that it opens you up to new possibilities. When you choose to remain positive, you're more likely to see solutions that you may have missed if you were focused on the negativity. You become more creative, resourceful, and open-minded. You begin to approach problems with a mindset of curiosity, asking yourself, how can I solve this? Instead of simply seeing it as an obstacle that's impossible to get past. The energy you put into staying positive helps you stay motivated to keep pushing forward, even when the path ahead seems uncertain. Another important aspect of positivity in adversity is the impact it has on the people around you. When you choose positivity, you not only improve your own outlook, but you also have the ability to uplift others. People notice when you remain calm, focused, and optimistic, even in tough times. Your energy becomes contagious. It's inspiring to see someone facing challenges with grace, perseverance, and a belief that better things are ahead. You may not realize it, but your positivity may be the very thing that helps others through their own struggles. Positivity in the face of adversity is also about resilience. Life is full of ups and downs, and adversity is inevitable. But how we bounce back from those challenges is what truly defines us. Resilience isn't about never falling. It's about rising every time we fall. When you approach difficulties with a positive mindset, you build the emotional strength to keep going, no matter how many setbacks you face. Each time you choose positivity, you become more resilient, and each challenge you overcome makes you stronger. In life, adversity is going to show up, whether we're ready for it or not. The only thing we can control is how we choose to face it. By choosing positivity, you're not ignoring the difficulties, but instead you're choosing to face them with strength, hope, and a belief that you can make it through to the other side. Life is full of challenges, but with the right mindset, you can turn those challenges into opportunities for growth, learning, and transformation. And when you choose positivity, you open the door to a future that's brighter than you ever imagined. What you focus on grows. Focus on opportunities, not obstacles. This is a powerful concept that can radically change the way you experience the world. The way you direct your attention determines your reality. Every day, you make choices about where to focus your energy, your thoughts, and your emotions. These choices shape the path your life takes. If you're always focused on the problems in front of you, the obstacles that stand in your way, and the things that aren't going right, then those are the things that will consume your mind. But if you choose to focus on the opportunities, the potential, and the solutions, you'll start to see a shift in the way you live your life. Our brains are wired to pay attention to threats. This is part of our survival instinct, and it's natural for us to focus on the negative because it keeps us alert and aware. However, the challenge is that when we constantly focus on the negative aspects of our lives, whether it's the problems in our personal relationships, financial difficulties, or obstacles in our careers, when we spend our time and energy focusing on everything that is wrong or broken in our lives, we unintentionally magnify those things. The more attention we give to them, the larger they appear in our minds. This creates a cycle where negativity becomes the lens through which we view everything, and it becomes harder to see the good things that are also happening around us. When you focus on opportunities, however, you begin to shift your energy toward possibilities. Opportunities are everywhere if you know where to look for them. Instead of seeing an obstacle as a roadblock, you can choose to see it as a challenge that holds the key to growth. Instead of seeing a failure as a setback, you can reframe it as a lesson, an opportunity to learn and try again. When you focus on the opportunities around you, your perspective changes. You stop seeing the world as a place full of limitations and instead begin to see it as a place full of potential. We've all been in situations where it feels like we're up against a wall, where it seems like there's no way out. Maybe you've been working on a project for weeks only to hit a wall at the final stages. Maybe you've faced personal or financial setbacks that made you question your abilities. It's easy to get bogged down in the negative thoughts and feelings that arise from those situations. But when you choose to shift your focus to the opportunities that still exist, whether that's learning from your mistakes, finding a new approach, or reaching out for help, you open up the possibility for new outcomes. Focusing on opportunities doesn't mean ignoring the challenges or pretending that everything is perfect. It simply means that you choose to direct your energy toward finding solutions rather than dwelling on the problem itself. The power of focus is undeniable. Where you direct your attention is where your energy flows. And where your energy flows is where your results will manifest. Think about it. If you constantly focus on everything that's going wrong, that's where your thoughts and emotions will be directed. You will give your power away to the problems, allowing them to dictate your mood and your actions. However, when you start to consciously focus on opportunities, you are taking back that power. You're redirecting your energy to what you can do, what you can control, and what you can change. In a world that often emphasizes what's broken or wrong, it takes practice to focus on opportunities. But just like any skill, the more you do it, the easier it becomes. The key is to train yourself to shift your mindset whenever you find yourself fixating on obstacles. Instead of allowing yourself to spiral into negative thoughts, you can ask yourself, what's the opportunity here? What can I learn from this? This simple shift in perspective opens up new possibilities that may have otherwise been overlooked. It helps you become more resourceful, more creative, and more adaptable to whatever life throws your way. Focusing on opportunities also allows you to build resilience. Life will always have its share of challenges. But when you focus on what's possible, you equip yourself with the mindset that can weather the storms. Resilience isn't about avoiding adversity. It's about being able to bounce back from setbacks, learn from them, and keep moving forward. The more you focus on opportunities, the stronger your resilience becomes. You start to see challenges as temporary hurdles rather than insurmountable obstacles. Instead of giving up when things get tough, you keep going because you know that the opportunity to grow and learn is always present. A big part of focusing on opportunities is cultivating an attitude of gratitude. When you are grateful for what you have and the opportunities you are given, you naturally begin to focus on what is going well. Gratitude helps shift your mindset from scarcity to abundance. It's easy to get caught up in the not enough mindset, the belief that there's never enough time, money, resources, or support. But gratitude reminds us that we already have so much, and we are constantly surrounded by opportunities for growth, connection, and success. It allows us to see beyond the obstacles and recognize the many opportunities that already exist. Another important aspect of focusing on opportunities is being open to change. Opportunities are often disguised as challenges, and they may require you to step out of your comfort zone. Sometimes an opportunity might involve a difficult decision, a risk, or a change in direction. But when you focus on the opportunity rather than the fear or discomfort of change, you allow yourself to grow and expand in ways that you might not have considered before. Being open to new possibilities, even when they seem uncertain, allows you to move forward with faith and courage. Focusing on opportunities also means staying committed to your goals and dreams. It's easy to get discouraged when things aren't progressing the way you expect. But when you focus on the opportunities within each challenge, you build the persistence necessary to keep going. Every step, no matter how small, brings you closer to your goals. Even when the path is unclear, focusing on opportunities helps you stay on course. It gives you the motivation to keep pushing forward, knowing that with each new opportunity, you are one step closer to realizing your full potential. The truth is that opportunities are everywhere. They exist in every challenge, every relationship, every experience, and every moment. But if you're always focused on the obstacles, you might miss them. By consciously shifting your focus to opportunities, you open up the space for growth, learning, and progress. It's all about where you choose to direct your attention. What you focus on grows, so choose to focus on what's possible, on what you can do, and on the opportunities that lie ahead. Gratitude and intention can shift your entire outlook. These two powerful tools, gratitude and intention, are often overlooked, but they have the ability to radically transform how we approach life. Gratitude is a mindset, a choice to recognize and appreciate the good things in our lives, no matter how small they may seem. Intention is the power behind our actions, the driving force that guides us toward our goals and shapes the outcomes of our lives. When combined, gratitude and intention create a powerful force that can change not only how we see the world, but also how the world responds to us. At its core, gratitude is about shifting your focus away from what you don't have and instead appreciating what you do have. It's easy to get caught up in the constant pursuit of more, always thinking that once you get this or that, you'll finally be happy, fulfilled, or successful. But what happens when you stop chasing and start appreciating? Gratitude teaches you to be present in the moment, to acknowledge and savor the abundance that already exists around you. By doing so, you begin to notice the blessings in your life that may have gone unnoticed before. It's easy to take things for granted, especially when life is moving at such a fast pace. But taking a moment each day to reflect on what you're grateful for helps you reframe your perspective. This shift in focus from scarcity to abundance is transformative. When you are grateful for the people in your life, for the experiences you've had, and for the resources at your disposal, you naturally attract more of the same. The more you focus on what you have, the more you open yourself up to receiving even more. Gratitude helps you acknowledge the richness of your life, and when you do that, you send out a powerful signal to the universe that you are open to receiving more good things. It shifts your energy from a place of lack to a place of abundance, and that shift is magnetic. People, opportunities, and experiences that align with your gratitude begin to flow into your life. But gratitude alone isn't enough. Intention is what gives your life direction and purpose. It's the fuel that propels you forward and helps you stay focused on what matters most. Setting an intention is like planting a seed for the future. It's the vision of what you want to create, the decision to take conscious action toward your goals. Without intention, it's easy to drift through life, letting circumstances dictate your path. But when you live with intention, you take control of your journey. You are no longer at the mercy of external forces. Instead, you're actively shaping the course of your life. Intention is not just about setting goals or having aspirations. It's about aligning your thoughts, actions, and energy with what you truly want. It's about being deliberate in everything you do. When you set an intention, you are declaring your purpose and committing to it. You don't just hope for things to happen. You make them happen by showing up with a clear sense of direction and purpose. And this clarity allows you to focus your energy on what really matters and eliminates distractions that might steer you off course. Gratitude and intention work together in a powerful way. When you practice gratitude, you create a mindset of abundance that opens you up to new possibilities. And when you set a clear intention, you give yourself the roadmap to achieve those possibilities. Together, they allow you to stay grounded and focused on your goals, even when challenges arise. They provide the balance between appreciating the present moment and working toward the future. Gratitude helps you stay positive even when things aren't perfect, while intention keeps you moving forward, always striving for more. It's easy to see how this works in everyday life. For example, let's say you're going through a difficult time at work. Maybe you're facing pressure to meet deadlines or deal with a difficult colleague. If you focus only on the negative aspects, it can be easy to become overwhelmed and discouraged. But if you take a moment to practice gratitude, appreciating the opportunity to grow, the lessons you're learning, and the fact that you have a job in the first place, you start to shift your perspective. Gratitude helps you see beyond the frustration and the stress, allowing you to stay focused on the bigger picture. At the same time, setting an intention for how you want to approach the situation can give you the clarity and motivation you need to push through. Perhaps your intention is to stay calm, to communicate clearly, or to take a break when things get overwhelming. When you set these intentions, you take proactive steps toward creating the outcome you desire, rather than letting the circumstances control you. By aligning your thoughts, actions, and energy with your intention, you create an environment where success becomes inevitable. Gratitude also plays a critical role in how we relate to others. When you express gratitude toward the people in your life, you strengthen your relationships and create a sense of connection and appreciation. Whether it's a simple thank you or a heartfelt note, showing gratitude helps foster trust, respect, and love. It helps you appreciate the efforts of others and acknowledge the positive impact they have on your life. This positive energy is contagious. The more you practice gratitude, the more you find yourself surrounded by people who appreciate you, support you, and share your positive outlook. Intention, too, is a powerful force in relationships. When you set an intention to approach your interactions with kindness, compassion, and understanding, you create the space for deeper, more meaningful connections. Your intention to listen actively, to be present, and to offer support has a profound impact on the quality of your relationships. Intention helps you become more mindful of the energy you bring into your interactions, and it helps you show up as your best self. It's not just about achieving your own goals. It's about being intentional in the way you treat others, the way you communicate, and the way you show up in the world. Gratitude and intention also have a profound effect on your overall well-being. When you are grateful, you activate the body's relaxation response, reducing stress and promoting feelings of peace and contentment. Studies have shown that practicing gratitude on a regular basis can improve mental health, boost happiness, and increase resilience. Gratitude helps you focus on what's working in your life, which in turn increases feelings of self-worth and fulfillment. It helps you embrace a positive mindset even in the face of adversity. Intention, on the other hand, helps you live with purpose. When you wake up each day with a clear intention for how you want to live, you set the tone for the day ahead. You become more focused, more productive, and more aligned with your true desires. Whether it's setting the intention to be present, to practice patience, or to work toward a specific goal, intention helps you stay on track and make decisions that support your long-term vision. When combined, gratitude and intention become a dynamic duo that has the power to shift not only how you view the world, but also how the world responds to you. Gratitude helps you embrace the present moment and appreciate what you have, while intention propels you toward your future, guiding your actions with purpose. Together, they create a powerful force that can help you navigate life with clarity, focus, and a sense of fulfillment. By incorporating both gratitude and intention into your daily life, you can unlock your true potential and create a life that is aligned with your deepest desires. The importance of perseverance cannot be overstated. Life is filled with challenges, setbacks, and obstacles. No one is immune to them. Whether you are chasing a dream, striving for a goal, or simply trying to make it through each day, there will always be times when the road gets rough. It's in these moments of difficulty and frustration that perseverance becomes your most powerful ally. Perseverance is not just about enduring hardships. It's about pushing through the tough times with determination, resilience, and a belief that your effort will eventually lead to success. The key to understanding perseverance is recognizing that it is a choice, a conscious decision to keep going even when things are hard. Life will test you. It will challenge you in ways that you didn't expect, and there will be times when it feels like quitting is the only option. But those who persevere are the ones who refuse to give up. They may stumble, they may face failure, but they don't let it define them. Instead, they keep moving forward, one step at a time, knowing that every setback is an opportunity to learn and grow. It's this mindset that separates those who succeed from those who quit halfway through. Perseverance is about embracing the journey, even when it feels like you're not getting anywhere. It's easy to feel disheartened when you're working toward a goal and progress seems slow. Maybe you're working hard at a job that doesn't seem to be going anywhere. Or maybe you're putting time and energy into a personal project, but it feels like no one notices. It's in these moments that perseverance becomes most important. It's not about instant gratification or quick success. It's about knowing that progress, no matter how small, is still progress. Every step forward, no matter how small it may seem, brings you closer to your destination. And when you look back on the journey, you'll realize that all of those small steps added up to something much bigger than you initially imagined. One of the greatest challenges of perseverance is dealing with the uncertainty that comes with pursuing long-term goals. There are no guarantees in life. There is no roadmap that ensures that your effort will lead to success. In fact, many people who work hard and persevere through difficult times still face failure. But here's the thing, failure is not the end. Failure is just a part of the process. In fact, failure often serves as a powerful teacher. When you fail, you learn. You learn what works and what doesn't. You learn what you're made of, and you gain the strength to keep going. It's the people who choose to keep going after a failure who ultimately succeed. They see failure not as a reason to quit, but as a lesson that will guide them toward a better outcome next time. The fear of failure is one of the biggest reasons people don't persevere. The thought of not succeeding can be paralyzing. It's easy to convince yourself that you're not good enough, that you'll never make it, that you're wasting your time. But these thoughts are just that, thoughts. The fear of failure often stems from the belief that failure is permanent, that it defines who you are, but failure is just a temporary setback, a moment in time that doesn't define your entire life. The key is to recognize that failure is not something to fear, but something to embrace. When you view failure as a lesson, a stepping stone on the way to success, it becomes much easier to persevere. Perseverance also requires a certain level of self-belief. To keep going when things get tough, you have to believe that you are capable of handling whatever comes your way. This doesn't mean that you won't have moments of self-doubt. Everyone does. But it means that you choose to believe in your ability to overcome the challenges in front of you. Self-belief is a muscle that you can strengthen over time. The more you challenge yourself, the more you prove to yourself that you can handle adversity. Each time you face a challenge and keep going, even when it seems impossible, you build confidence in your ability to persevere. Another important aspect of perseverance is resilience. Life is full of surprises, some good, some bad. When things don't go as planned, it's easy to feel defeated. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from these setbacks, to recover quickly from difficulties and continue moving forward. Resilience isn't about avoiding pain or difficulty. It's about developing the mental and emotional strength to handle life's ups and downs. It's about being able to adapt to changing circumstances and finding new ways to move forward, even when things don't go as expected. Resilience is essential for perseverance because it allows you to keep going, even when life throws curveballs your way. Perseverance is not just about individual effort. It's also about having the right support system. Surrounding yourself with people who believe in you and encourage you to keep going is essential. There will be times when you feel like giving up, but having people in your corner who remind you of your strength and your potential can make all the difference. Whether it's a friend, a mentor, a family member, or a colleague, the people you surround yourself with can help you persevere through the tough times. They provide perspective, support, and motivation when you need it most. Sometimes, just hearing that someone believes in you is enough to reignite your determination to keep going. While perseverance is crucial, it's also important to recognize that it doesn't mean blindly pushing through without self-awareness. There are times when perseverance means adjusting your approach, learning new strategies, or seeking help from others. It's about staying committed to your goal, but being flexible in how you achieve it. Sometimes the path to success isn't linear. It's full of twists and turns. And perseverance is about being willing to adapt and find new ways to move forward. It's about having the humility to recognize when something isn't working and being willing to try something new. Perseverance isn't about stubbornness. It's about being resourceful, staying open-minded, and continuing to move forward no matter how many times you have to adjust your course. It's also important to remember that perseverance is not a solo endeavor. While you are the one doing the work, your success is often a result of many people and factors coming together. When you persevere, you may inspire others around you to do the same. Your determination can create a ripple effect, encouraging those around you to keep going too. And just as others can encourage you, you can encourage them. Perseverance becomes a collective effort, a shared commitment to pushing through the difficulties in life together. In the end, perseverance is what separates the dreamers from the doers. It's easy to talk about what you want to achieve, but it's another thing entirely to put in the work and continue going when the going gets tough. Success isn't just about talent or luck. It's about who is willing to keep going, who is willing to face the obstacles head on, and who refuses to give up. Perseverance is about staying the course, even when you don't see immediate results, and trusting that every step you take is getting you closer to your goal.